Hi, cheers around there crossing, and today I'm doing a fan collab with Kira CNH, Lib Runt, and also Anthony Troville. So those are the three that are going to participate in this art collab today. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and fingers crossed who's going to be the winner. First of all, I'm going to showcase Kira's fan art. So what she was focusing on was indeed anime characters, because as you can see by the pictures, we've got 2 anime characters that she's previously done. So some of them might have been from like some different like anime series that you might watch on either on Netflix or on the official anime website to actually watch the actual thing and that sort of thing. And plus, I quite like she's actually chosen these anime characters from the previous series that she's previously watched, because I like how they're pretty line drawings, because previously I have seen her do some fan arts which she's actually done previously on computer, but this time she's now developed a new art technique which is line art. So I'm quite impressed of how her actual line art turned out when it comes to doing anime characters, etc. But you can do a variety of your own if you wanted to, you know what I mean? So for our next art contender, we have the Andrake 301 fan art created by Anthony Troville. So I quite like the picture of this fan art because it's facing different directions. So for example, the Andrake 301 is facing left and also right. So that's different directions, but they're kind of the opposites of each other. So I quite like the contrast in the actual image. It's like facing different directions, but I've not seen fan arts like that before, seeing them both facing different directions. So that was a very good compliment, but I was thinking that's pretty good seeing them different directions. Well, the thing was that Anthony only focused on trains, so if you want to do fan art of trains you can if you wanted to. But this one was the one he focused on particular because apparently this is like the 15th anniversary Andrake that's been showcased lately. So that means this train's been out over probably 50 years now. So this train must be like a very, vintage, and also probably one of the kind of like the latest kind of trains there were. Maybe back in the 1970s maybe, or maybe the 50s or something, I'm not sure, maybe 1970s I'm kind of thinking for this train maybe, but I kind of like the kind of style of it. So what I'll probably do is when it comes to looking at all the fan arts, I'll probably rank them at some point, but I quite like how they all turned out, by the way. But before we get into our third contender's fan art, I wanted to show off my fan art very quickly. So my fan art I focused on was this time Pikachu, which is a Pokemon previously from the franchise. Well, the Pokemon franchise kind of started probably in the 1990s, around that area. But obviously at the time it was pretty popular, but it's still popular nowadays. But I thought, why not show a picture of Pikachu but a New Year's edition, because I didn't see one on the Pokemon website. I didn't see any fan arts of Pikachu dressed up for New Year's Eve or anything, so I thought I might make a New Year's edition of him, even though it's quite late because that's literally now 2 months ago now, so it feels like it's a little bit late making a fan art of him but a New Year's edition. But you know what I mean, sometimes you feel like, well, what could I do for a fan art? It could be something creative or something like that. So that's what I kind of did. I didn't draw YouTube as his original self. I thought, why not just make him an edition instead, like a special edition. So I thought New Year's would fit in pretty well. So that's what I did. So it looks pretty good so far. But I can't see what the third contender's fan art looks like soon. So for our third contender, we have Lyron's fan art. So what he decided to do, he only did fan art basically on Animal Crossing villagers from Animal Crossing New Horizons, for example. So for example, you've got Huck and you also got Sasha. So Sasha was the previous Animal Crossing villager that came out during the 2.0 update, but for Huck, he's been through Animal Crossing games probably since the first Animal Crossing game back in 2001 to present day, which is 2023, or maybe just 2020, back when we had when New Horizons came out around that area. But I quite like how he's made these 2 fan arts, because it's good to select which ones you wanted to go for. And plus I quite like the contrast of both of them, because the actual drawing of both of the actual Animal Crossing villagers are pretty good, And to be honest, it'd be a good idea to have like a mixture of different gaming characters if we're all going to have like probably more like, you know, fan art collabs in the future. But for now, I'm really proud. I'm really like, you know, happy that we've got a mixture of different fan arts. For example, for Kira we had anime, and for Anthony Trovel we had trains, and for Lyrance we had, of course, Animal Crossing. So we had a variety of different ones this time. So who will be the winner? Let's find out, shall we? So for third place we have Lyrant. In second place we have Anthony Trovel. But in first place we have Kira CNH. So that means she'll be taking the trophy that I'm going to get in game, and then I'm going to end up posting it through, like, add like a little letter to her at some point tomorrow. So well done, Kira. I really liked your fan art because it was very good to see like different variety. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the fan art collab we did today, because I really was excited to make, like, you know, a fan art video showcasing, like, you know, 3 of the contenders that I actually had who was doing the collab with me. And of course I had to showcase my fan art, of course, because why not? It's a fan art collab. You might as well show your own one as well, you know what I mean? Make sure you like on this video. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my content, please subscribe to the variety of content you might enjoy. Might involve Animal Crossing content, Utopia content. So for next week I might have like a different kind of video schedule set up. Like, it might be 5 days, or might be 4 days, or 3 days. I'm not really sure yet, but I'll let you guys know in the community post what happens. So before you go, make sure to check out the creators of this collab, which I'll have in the links in the description for you. And also turn notifications for further Animal Crossing and Utopia content videos by Fanart Crossing. I'll see you next one, so bye!